So in the today class, we will discuss about the dynamic braking operation of a DC series motor. So last class we have discussed about the dynamic braking operation of a separately accelerated DC motor. So in this case, you can draw this circuit diagram like this, but there is certain difficulties in applying dynamic braking to the series motor in this particular circuit. Actually, during the motoring mode, okay, the current will flow from the field terminal S1 to S2, A to AA in the armature terminal. Okay. But during the braking mode, so as we already know, the current through the field winding remains same, but the current through the armature winding should change. But in this case, as the field winding and armature winding are connected in series in this particular circuit diagram, okay, so there will be some difficulty. Now we'll discuss that one. Okay, so here, okay, so when the switch is in position 1, so when the switch in position 1, it operates as a motor. So the direction of the rotation is clockwise, and the direction of the torque, okay, developed is clockwise. The field current enters at S1 and leaves as S2. During the motoring mode, the field current enters at S1 and leaves at S2. Okay, so the flux phi is positive. Okay, the flux phi is positive, and the armature current, okay, enters at A and leaves at AA. Okay, so here the armature current IA is positive, so the torque is positive. Flux positive, armature current positive, so the torque is positive. Okay. So if the supply is disconnected, by opening the switch, the field and armature currents will be 0. Okay. Okay. So if the supply is disconnected, by opening the switch, the field and armature current will be 0. The flux will be very small. The flux will be very small and equal to the residual flux. Okay. The speed of the motor is not changed. At this instant, there will be small back EMF due to residual magnetism. For dynamic braking, what we will do is, for dynamic braking, the switch is thrown to position 2. Okay. So in position 2, okay, braking resistance RB is connected. At position 2, braking resistance RB is connected across the motor. A small current flows in the opposite direction. A small current flows in the opposite direction due to back EMF generated. So this current will destroy the residual magnetism and the back EMF will be 0, and the machine ceases to generate any back EMF. Therefore, no torque and there is no braking effect. That's why this circuit, okay, that's why in this case, as the direction of the armature current and the direction of the field current are not opposite, so there is no braking effect. That's why we are going to modify this circuit diagram. So it is shown in the next slide. Okay, see this particular slide here. Okay, to overcome that difficulty, okay, the circuit has to be modified so that the direction of the field current is not changed, even though the direction of the armature current changes. Okay, actually during the braking operation, the direction of the field current remains same, and only the direction of the armature current should change. So this is the condition. Okay, so here the series field is connected, okay, across the diode bridge as shown in this figure. Okay, So when the switch is in position 1, so when the switch is in position 1, the normal motor action takes place. The equivalent circuit is shown in the next figure. Okay. So here this one, figure A. So here the DC supply is ED volts is applied to the series motor. Okay. The current enters at S1 of the series field and leaves at S2, and currents enter at armature terminal A and leaves at AA. So in this direction the torque is positive. Okay. So for this circuit you can write some equation here. Okay, the torque T equal to, you know that K phi into I or K I into phi, and the supply voltage ED equal to EG plus IA into RA plus RAC. If you will apply the KVL over here, then you can get this one. ED equal to EG plus IA into RA plus RAC. So you can substitute the value of EG over here. EG is equal to K phi omega plus IA will be from IA equal to T divided by K phi into RA plus RAC. Or you can write, you will get the, okay, this is speed in terms of torque during the motoring mode. Okay, so this is the equation for the motoring mode. So omega equal to ED by divided by K phi minus T divided by K phi whole square RA plus RAC. Okay. So next we will see the braking. So for the motoring mode, these are the all the equations. So then we will go for the braking mode. Okay. So in the motoring mode, it will operate in the first quadrant. We can draw the, based on the previous equation, you will get this characteristics. Okay. So next, so this is the speed torque characteristic during the dynamic, this is braking mode. Sorry, during the motoring mode. Okay. So this is the speed torque characteristic during the motoring mode. For the braking mode, we will discuss in the next slide here. So actually, okay, for applying the brake, okay, for the applying dynamic braking, okay, the switch will be, okay, the switch will be thrown to the position 2. Okay, for applying the dynamic braking, the switch will be thrown to the position 2. Okay, so here the DC supply is disconnected and the braking resistance RB is connected across the motor. Now the generated voltage EG, now the generated voltage EG forces the current to leave the terminal A and enters the terminals S1 of the series field, enters the terminals S1 of the series field winding. Okay, series field. So here the current in the armature, the, so in this here the current in the armature is get reversed, but the direction of the current in the field winding is not changing, that is from S1 to S2. Okay, so therefore the torque is in reverse direction. Okay, the torque is negative and the motor starts decelerating and the speed decreases. As speed decreases, EG or the back EMF also decreases and the current decreases. The torque decreases, ultimately the speed comes down to 0. Okay, so you can draw the equivalent circuit in the B here. Okay, so EG, now the current is flowing in the reverse direction during the braking mode, dynamic braking mode. Okay, so now we can derive some, okay, some equations over here. Okay, if you apply the KVL, you will get this IA equal to armature current, IA will be equal to EG divided by RA plus RAC plus RB. Okay, IA equal to EG divided by RA plus RAC plus RB. Okay, or substituting the value of EG here, you will get K phi omega divided by RA plus RAC plus RB. Okay, so this is more important actually equation. Actually, you need to remember this armature current. Okay, so what is the armature current during the motoring mode? Okay, so what is the armature current during the motoring mode? So IA equal to ED minus EG divided by RA plus RSC. During the braking mode, IA equal to EG divided by RA plus RSC plus RB. Okay. So after simplifying, you will get the torque here. Okay, torque expression T equal to K phi IA or K phi whole square omega divided by RA plus RSC plus RB. Okay. So the speed torque characteristic during the braking, okay, lies in the second quadrant. Okay, it is shown in the previous slide here. Okay, during the braking mode, okay, so it will operate in the second quadrant. Okay, so this is the dynamic braking operation of the your DC series motor drive.